Man, recording an intro to these videos is really hard. I see amazing intros out there, and I just can't seem to make it happen. So I tried writing a script, but I think I sound like a robot, so I'm just gonna go rogue here. That's why I'm doing this, is because I want you to have super awesome, amazing skills. I'm Heidi, and my mission is to inspire the un-crafty to get creative. I also would like to encourage those that already dabble in different art forms to learn more and to expand their knowledge. So please hit the subscribe button right now so that you don't miss out and I can impart the knowledge that I learn every day. Good morning or afternoon or night or whatever it is in which you are viewing this wonderful, lovely video where I, Heidi, am going to talk some more about being creative. And today we are going to discuss how to bring creativity despite the elephants above me trying to come through the ceiling. How to bring creativity into our home so that we can love it more. Alright, just a little bit of housekeeping for a minute for the website, rosesbloom.com. I recently just took down my beginning knitter and crochet courses temporarily because I'm going to relaunch them. I learned recently some more things about making online courses, and I want to apply that and relaunch it in a better way that will really be able to get my message across and reach more people. Because my message is that anybody can learn a skill. Any skill that you want to learn, you can learn it. You just have to have the attitude that you want to and find the right teacher. And I hope to be that right teacher. So, where was I? So I really like teaching whatever it is that I'm teaching with an applied method. So that means you're not just taking these incremental little steps, like say, so I'm just going to talk about knitting because that's going to be the first course that I relaunch. You're not learning, okay, this is how to cast on, this is how to knit, this is how to purl, and that's it, and this is how to bind off. You're going to learn how to actually put those things together in order to create a final product. So I'm going to be releasing, re-releasing my first course that I have and the pattern that I had paired with it, which was a Waldorf styled bunny. And I'll stick a picture right here so you can see what that looks like if you hadn't seen it before. So this course is going to focus on learning to knit while making this cute little bunny, right? And then I'm going to continue to write other patterns, and we'll take you from start to finish with a particular project, assuming that you are just learning to knit or you know how to knit but want to improve. Alright, so first, I don't know, I haven't made enough videos. This is only, episode 3? So you probably don't even notice yet that there's a change, especially on this wall. I do have a different kind of setup and background, but I've been reorganizing my space here. So I think that's going to be the next episode video because I'm not quite done. and I really want to do my big reveal. I did some pre-video really quick before I started tearing this room apart, and so yeah, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button so that you can catch me next week, and hopefully it will be a craft room / studio tour where I can show you my space. Alright, so I'm zoomed back out, and I think that's better. I don't think you want to just only look at my face. That's right, I want to talk about loving your home and how being creative can help you love your home more. So, a while back I actually wrote a blog post, and I'm going to link it down below in the description. And I'm just going to pull it up on my phone here so I can easily quote myself. But I called it The Treasure. Here we go. The Treasure of Handmade. And, you know, based on the scripture, Matthew 6:21, for where your heart is, there will your heart be also. And it's true, you know, if we put our heart into where we are, no matter where that may be, we can love it, and we can bloom where we are planted, so to speak. So a few years ago we had a major fire that took our garage, and then it also caught onto our home, which is a log cabin, but thankfully and gratefully we were being looked after, and it did not take our whole home, although it did damage it on one side. So, and we are actually still trying to recover from this. Okay, we finally just last year rebuilt the garage, and we still can see on our logs on the outside of the home where it's been burned. But hopefully I have some pictures, so I might have stick them on there. We'll see. But anyway, this was quite traumatic, and it really zapped something out of this place where we live. We actually have a really wonderful home. We live in a log cabin in the mountains in Idaho, and we have a beautiful view, and we have about just over 6 acres, and you know, it really is really great. We're only about a little over a mile from a reservoir where we can go and recreate, and it's a lot of fun. But all of this trauma happened, and I kind of became unhappy with where I was at. I felt like we were really set back. We have been improving on the property and updating things, but it really set me back. So, you know, to kind of pull myself out of there finally, you know, it was this realization that I needed to just love the home I was in. And if I put that love into the home that I was in, then it would gradually become better. It would gradually become what I would like it to be. So, I began thinking that I needed to use some of my skills that I have in the various creative venues. So, you know, I knit and crochet, and I sew, and I just like creating. I like creating lots of things. And so I just decided, you know, one thing that I decided that I could do was we had to totally redo the kitchen, and I was waiting for that, and during that time frame where it was just gutted and there was no floor and it was just ugly, and it didn't seem like there was ever going to be an end to that, I decided that I could work on making dishcloths and hand towels, and that's something that I just envisioned our new kitchen, right? And I envisioned it showing this homey country touch of handmade. And I share a little bit more about that in the blog post, so I encourage you to click the link in the description. The reason that this was brought to my mind this week is that this week we have had a little less people in the house, and I've been able to accomplish a few more tasks and jobs. We finally finished painting the main part of our house. It needed painted before our fire, but after we did some remodel work, we finally got new, the texture on the sheetrock and all that kind of stuff in the kitchen, which sat for like a year, really. These projects, life just happens and gets in the way. So my Christmas wish was for the walls to be done, and it happened. And my sweet friend who lives here with us, she worked really hard to texture and paint for me, and it was pretty much done. So we painted, and then that meant that I could officially move into my house. And I say that because I had a huge, one of those extra large moving boxes of pictures that have never been on the walls of this house in the 7 years we've lived here. Okay, that's just, it's crazy to me, because usually the very first thing I do when I move into a house is hang up all of our pictures. I love all the baby pictures of my kids and our family pictures. I just love seeing those, and it makes home feel like home. But when we moved in, the main living areas, they did need painted, and I was like, oh, I'm just gonna paint. I don't want to hang them up, right? It's so much work to then take them back down, and I'm not sure where I want them, and so we're gonna paint. Well, then I ended up, long story short, I had 2 pregnancies in a row where I was very sick during and after, and it instituted a lot of my health issues I've been struggling with now, and we had a fire, and so I finally put pictures on my walls, and it has made me so happy. I actually have some more picture frames I need to get, because I have more pictures I want to hang up that don't have a home, and I have a whole wall that needs its pictures, because I did a little grouping of each of the kids, and I have 7 kids, and so that's, thankfully I have a really long wall in the basement here, and there's 2 separate walls, and 4 of them are on one wall, and then the younger 3 are going to go on the other wall, and there's 2 pictures on the younger 3's wall, because they're all on my computer. So another goal is to get those printed and framed. Anyway, sorry, I'm rambling. I feel like I'm off topic here, but I'm gonna look at okay, so the reason I want to talk about that I was hanging stuff up is because part of that was me hanging up these word art things that I was given for gifts a while ago, and this one's really fun. Our family routine: wake up, be amazing, go back to bed. Especially like that one right there. But I wanted to add my own little, yarn nerd personal touch, and so I don't know if you can see it. So I put nails in them, and then I wove. This is some of my very first hand spun yarn, and I dyed this myself. This is mohair from one of our goats, and I put it around this word art to just give it my own personal touch before I hung it on the wall. It makes me so much happier now. I don't know, it's cute and all, but then when I added something that I did, that I made, I think it made it more special, and it gives an interest, so something to talk about when somebody comes over to our house to visit, or or what have you. So that's really what, you know, this discussion here is about, is putting our personal touches. So you may not feel like you have the creative aptitude to fully, you know, make crazy beautiful word art or knitted or crocheted projects or whatever, but you can add your own little touch to things, your own little design, whatever your skill is, even if you don't have super awesome creative skills. That's why I'm doing this, is because I want you to have super awesome, amazing skills, and to feel like you can do things like that. So I'm putting a button down in the description box for signing up to receive emails from me, okay? And in the next couple of days, I am going to have a photo tutorial on the blog, and it's going to be all about how to do this. You know, and it doesn't have to be hand spun yarn, guys, okay? It can be any string, any yarn that you have lying around. It's still you doing it. It's still you putting a personal touch to something that you bought at the store or were given as a gift. And it's really, really simple. So I'm just going to write out a photo tutorial. And after that, if I get, you know, if people feel like they need an actual video tutorial, I'm more than happy to make that. So make sure and send me you know, put a comment on the blog post, or you know, send me an email, and I will do that. But really, it's really easy, and I think I could communicate everything through the photos that I took as I was making these. So it's just one thing that you can do, and that's something too. Just pick one thing. Pick one area of your house that you can improve on. Pick one creative avenue that you have, and how can you apply that into your home. You know, I don't know, you guys. Let me know. What's your craft? What do you like to do? 'Cause it's a million things. If you collect recipes, you could frame your favorite recipes and make a collection hung on the wall and make it beautiful. You let me know. And if you're stumped on how your creative outlet, your creative venue could help you beautify your home and make you love it, send me a message or a comment below, and let me help you brainstorm on how you could implement that into your home to bring a piece of you there, so that you are a part of it and therefore can love it more. I hope you liked watching this video, and I hope that I sparked some thoughts about how you can learn to love the home you're in, no matter where you're at, no matter how long you plan to be there. You know, hang those pictures up on the wall. Put your own personal little touch into it, so that when you walk in, you can take a big sigh of relief and say, this is home. This is my home, and it's where I want to be. So with that thought, I'm going to say happy day, and I hope that you choose to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and make sure you also hit the little bell so you can be notified. There we go. Notified when my videos go live every Tuesday. And also, don't forget to go down to the description box and click the email link to sign up for my emails, so that you can get that photo tutorial on how to do the word art weaving around the edge. I promise it's super easy, and it will just make it all become new for you. So We will see you next time.